Hey guys, Lodicus here with a quick completion guide for After You Level Escape. This released on the 10th of May 2023. It was developed by K148 Game Studio and published by JanduSoft. It can be found in both the Xbox and PlayStation stores for $6.99. It's a point and click escape room style adventure puzzle game, and it's spread over the course of 3 levels. The full completion should take you anywhere between 16 to 20 minutes, following along with my guide side by side, and there's a total of 13 achievements or trophies to get, which all relate to progressing through the game, solving puzzles and completing all the chapters. So let's start a new game and jump straight into it. This is kind of going to be a no-nonsense run through. We're not going to be talking about how to solve the puzzles or anything. I'm just going to be moving straight from point A to point B, giving you any of the codes that are needed to open the doors. So as we start the game off, we get an achievement for completing or starting the prologue here. And then once we get control of our character, we're just going to move around with the analog sticks. It's B to interact with anything, and we can hold right trigger to run. So as we exit the bedroom, we're going to take a right and head out the front door into the main street. We'll then get a little cutscene regarding this neighbour's blue car. Unfortunately, you can't skip any of the cutscenes, you do need to watch them through. So once this is played out, we should have control of our character again. Head to the right here, past the police car, and then you'll see this large truck or wagon here. Just take a right and you'll see this flashing stone. Press B on that to move it, and then B again to pick up the key. We're then going to press B on the front door of this house, head on inside, straight out the back door, and then we're going to interact with this keypad next to this shed, and the code for the shed is 647#. So that's 647 and then hash to close it out. Just press B on the door there to enter the shed, head on down the staircase, and we're looking for a drill in here. Just pick that up by pressing B on it, and we'll also get the achievement for cracking the neighbour's safe code. Head back up out of here, we're done now. Back through the house, we're going to go all the way through and out the front door. We have to go down the left side of the truck and then round the back of it, onto the main street, and then we're going to move next door to this large bar. Head up to the door and press B, and this is going to use the drill to drill the lock and open the door. We then get another cutscene, which is about 20 seconds long. Once this is played out, we're then going to go upstairs in the bar area, and there's a number of rooms upstairs that people can rent out. The next puzzle, we need to click on these room numbers to spell out a code and unlock the next door. So head into the bar, take a right and go up this stairwell. Once you're on the top floor, you'll see a number of rooms ahead of you. We need to press B on the number 5, then the number 3, and then the number 1. So that's 531, and those should give you a correct code up at the top of the screen there, and a mechanism has opened. Head back downstairs towards the bar, and then no, we're not going to take the left to go outside. We're actually going to take the right and head out the back of the bar area here. There is another shed that we can then open. This is what the mechanism opened. If we head inside, you'll find a key card on the counter here, or the worktop. Just press B to pick that up. And then yes, we're going to head straight through the bar and back out the front into the main road. And then slightly to our right across the road from us is a boarded up house. And it's also got crime scene police tape all over it. There's obviously been some sort of murder in the house here. So once this scene's played out, we're then going to cut down the left side of the fence here. Go downside the house into the back garden, and then we can use that key code on the door here. So turn around, press B on this little key code slot, and that should open the back door. Well, we'll get another quick cutscene regarding the deaths or murders within the house. Once we get control of our character again, we're going to move into the middle of the house, take a left, and we're going to go into the garage here where we'll find a safe directly in front of us. Press B on the safe, and then we're going to spell out 256#. So that's 256#, and then just press B to open the safe, and then we're going to grab this key. Now that we've got the key, this will allow us to use the blue car that was out the front of our house. So we're just going to backtrack straight out the back door of this house, back into the middle of the street, and then we're going to turn right, heading back to where we started. And then after a little trot along this road, we'll eventually reach that blue car that we very first saw as we exited our home. Just head to the left of the car and we're going to just press B on the driver's side door, which is the front left. Once that's done, we've then completed chapter 1, and this is going to then transition into chapter 2 after this brief cutscene. So we're now roughly a third of the way through the game. Chapter 2 is a little bit longer than the first one, but thankfully chapter 3 is the shortest of the lot. So we should get an achievement there pop for the completion of chapter 1. And then once we get control of our character, I will pick up commentary again. Now that our car has run out of petrol or gas, we're going to stop off at this gas station here. We're going to walk into this store and then interact with the torch that's on the counter here.
I need to fill the tank or I won't get very far.
Head over to the torch, press B to pick it up, and then you can double tap LB to turn on the torch. We're then going to head straight over the road to the pawn shop. Once we get inside the pawn shop, there is a computer on the counter here. Just go around to the front of the computer and press B. And the code we need here is 583 and then hashtag. So that is 583 hashtag. This is going to open this cupboard door behind us. So the one on the very far right, I was trying to open the wrong one here. So just press B on the far right door and then press B to pick up the shovel. We'll get an achievement for solving that code. And then we're going to go to the church, which is just next door to the gas station. So over the road, slightly to the right of the gas station, you'll find the church. Head in through the front door and then we'll get a brief cutscene. Once this cutscene's played out, we're going to walk up to the lectern or the altar in front of us. And then either side of it has a metal pipe. What we want to do is walk up to the pipe on the left hand side and press B to play a little tune on that one. So now that we've got control of the character again, walk up to the altar or the lectern. Just to the left of it is a black pipe here. What we want to do is just press B on that once. That's then going to play a note and spell out the first part of the code. Head back out the front of the church. We're now going to go around to the back. The very first gravesite that you come to has a headstone made out of a metal pipe. Just press B on that and that's our second code. In the middle of the graveyard here, there is a gravesite with Alejandro Thompson on it. Just press B on his gravesite, or the soil for his grave, and what you'll do there is interact and use the shovel. This is then going to dig up a remote control that was in his grave. We're now going to go down the back side of the church here, and we're going to use this ladder, so just push forward to walk up. As we get to the top, you'll see here on the right hand side is another metal pipe. Just press B on that and that is the third part of the code, and that says code correct at the top, and we can open this door. On the sleeping bag here you'll find another remote control. Just press B on that and we now have all the remote controls that we need to solve the next puzzle. So we're going to head straight over the road from the church. A little to the left is a store here, some sort of supermarket which has XXX on the top. Walk to the keypad beside the door and we're going to type in 243 hash. So that is 243 hash and the supermarket doors will open. We're going to head to the back and then this very middle shelf or aisle here has a button just above this poster. Press B on that and then this is going to open these two doors. Go through both of these doors and then you should find a safe which is conveniently open. Head to the safe and just press B to pick up the key. We're now going to backtrack out of this supermarket, back out the front door that we came in, and then we're going to immediately turn left. As we start going down this hedgerow or set of trees, on the left hand side you will see a blue van or truck with its headlights on. We're just going to head to the back of that and then through to the front door of this house. Once we've opened the door with the key, we're then going to head upstairs, and then on a crate or a box to our right hand side, once we get up there, is another key. Just press B on that to pick that up. And then this is the key to the tank, which refers to the petrol station or the gas station tank. This is going to allow us to fill up the pump and then fill up our car. So head back over to the convenience store or the gas station. We're going to go directly round to the back of it, and then you'll find this blue cylinder or tank. All you need to do is press B on that, and that's going to start the pump. We're then going to head over to the petrol pump that's closest to our car, so not this one, but the one next to it. Just press B on that and we'll get a quick cutscene of him filling up the car. Once this is played out, it's then just a case of going round to the driver's side doors, that's the front left, and pressing B. This is then going to complete chapter 2 and move us on to the final chapter, chapter 3. Obviously the achievement will pop for completing chapter 2, and then we move to the shortest chapter of them all, chapter 3. So once this cutscene's played out, I'll then pick up the commentary again. Now that we've got control of our character again, we're going to head inside this office block. Just wander in through the front door. And then what we want to do here is pick up trash items and place them in the bin to our right here. So head forward and then take a right into this games room. We'll find a number of cups stacked and littered around this table tennis table. You can then hold LB to interact and pick them up. And then what we're going to do is just drop them into the trash. I do believe it's quite possibly the blue can, which I pick up last, that triggers the puzzle, but I'm not too sure. So you could start with that blue can and see if it triggers for you straight away. But all I'm going to do is go through to this room, keep picking up the trash until we get a notification at the top of the screen, and then one in the middle that states that something in the kitchen has opened. So just persevere picking these up. And heading back to the trash can and then releasing LB to drop them. I think, do I pick up the can next? I think I do. So this is the blue can that I mentioned that I think probably triggers it. Just head over to the bin, drop that in, and then you get a noise coming from the kitchen. So head over to the kitchen, which is on the opposite side of the room. There is a cupboard door that is now open. Just interact with that disc with B. And then we have the first part of the puzzle. We now need to go downstairs, so look for the staircase, head on down, and there should be an office at the bottom. Directly in front of you should be a safe. Just press B on the number pad here, and then what we want to type in is 435 hash. So that is 435 hash. Press B to open the safe, and then press B to pick up the key. We now have both parts of this puzzle. We're going to move all the way to the top floor, so back to the staircase, up to the very top. And then we want to go to the back of this office section here. So bear right, go all the way to the back to the computer screen, which is on. Press B on the computer, and that's going to 3D print us a new ID card. So once that's played out, we're then going to do a 180 and look directly behind us at the 3D printer. And simply press B to pick up the card. You may want to shift your camera to the left slightly to stop it interacting. Once you picked up the key card, we're then going to go to this elevator or lift, head inside, and then we're going to go up twice. So press B once on the up arrow. It'll move up one floor and the doors will open up again. Then just press B again on the up arrow, and this will take us to the very top floor. So once we get to the top floor and the elevator doors open, head on out, and then we're going to take our first left into this big office here. We're then going to interact with the computer here, or the laptop, and then we're going to type in 136 hash. So that is 136 hash. You should get an achievement here pop if you wait long enough for cracking the code to the laptop, which is just popped there. And then what we need to do is press B on this document here, read that, and then as soon as you approach this door, we'll then get a brief cutscene or a bit of dialogue. And then once that's played out, we'll walk forward a little further, and then we'll get another cutscene. Everything goes white. After a while, you'll wake up in some sort of darkness. Just turn to your left, and then you should see a bright light at the end of the tunnel. Head towards that. Just hold right trigger to run, of course. And then once we reach the bright light at the very end, that should pop us our very last achievement and give us our full 1000 gamer score or platinum trophy. If you found this guide useful, please drop a like. If you want to see more content from myself, please do subscribe.